We are going to talk about what's next for the Los Angeles Clippers. We saw that they got bounced. They lost in the first round to the Phoenix Suns. Paul George didn't play obviously, but Kawhi got hurt, and they said he got hurt in game one, played through it in game two, and then never came back for the last three games. So everybody's saying, a lot of people saying, well, Kawhi should retire, uh, break this team up, trade them, So it's like, I don't know. Me personally, in my opinion, I think they should just keep rolling with it until their contracts are up. Might as well just stay competitive because they're good players, but you're not gonna get nowhere as equal as what you trade for, say, like how they got Paul George. You basically traded SGA, Gallinari, and a whole bunch of picks. You're not getting that now because their injury history. They get hurt all the time. Because Paul George and Kawhi, they both have the same contracts. They're gonna be on for next year, but then after next year, they have player options for I think it's either 44 million or 47 million. They not declining that. So they're gonna be there for the next 2 years. Unless they trade them, obviously. So I think they should just stay competitive, and they're supposed to get a new arena. You gotta attract fans. That's how they're gonna get their business. So I just say just stay competitive. See what you can do. I don't think the window is closed, but I think that and let's say that, and I think they go sign Westbrook back. I think he showed what the Lakers was over there doing. That was just BS. He played really good late in the season, and then great in the playoffs. So I think they should just roll it back and just stay competitive.
Even with the same reoccurring injuries with Kawhi over and over again.
Why not? You got what else you gotta do?
What's the incentive? So your biggest points to saying they should just continue doing it is just to stay competitive, but it's clearly showing that when it comes time for them to compete and they need these players for the playoff, they aren't there. What's the evidence that saying it'll be different next year?
There is no evidence, but this is all I got. This is all I got. When's the next superstar free agent that's gonna go to the Clippers?
I mean, I think sports is. I think as an organization, and sometimes we've seen you don't always get those players in free agency. That's why you have to, and they don't have draft picks either. So I think they have to just look towards the future and just let go. Sometimes it's just better to just let go than try to hold on to things.
So you think they should just try to get some draft picks back, basically?
I think they should do that. I think they should do that. I think they should start trading these guys away. Honestly, I've already said it. I called it last week. I said whenever they try to say that Kawhi has some type of injury, some type of soreness, and he can't do this, they're just really much just playing. They're telling the fans that something bad happened, but we don't want to say it just yet because he might play on it. He might do this. The chance the window's open. I said it's probably something more serious happened that they don't want to just tell us yet.
Goes on. I give you that. He was right.
Goes on. Kawhi has a torn meniscus in his right knee, the same knee he tore his ACL in. Kawhi has no cartilage left in his knees. Kawhi knees cannot take an 82-game season. Kawhi Leonard's knees cannot take playing basketball at an NBA professional level at 42, 48 minutes. Kawhi Leonard is a superstar. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best players to play basketball within the last 20 years. But at the end of the day, sports is about what have you done for me lately, not what have you done for me in the past. Sports it's a newspaper. It's about what? It's about today. It's about today, man. Not yesterday. You can't be a newspaper, bro. I think it's over with. I think for me, honestly, opening up a new arena, I don't want to open up a new arena and I want to go in just saying, well, you know what? We got these such and such players and we going to just do this to just sell tickets. I don't want that same energy, that same management mindset going into a new arena thinking that we're going to just, you're going in to change things, to start a new beginning. And you can't get that if you giving players the leeway to live 2 hours away to drive to the game, to skip practice, to be constantly dealing with injuries and nagging, you have to believe in somebody else. You giving them that chance. It's time to move on and let go. I think it's the same situation. It's the same thing. Come on, man. It's not like it's a blindfold on us. This is the Clippers. The Clippers have been a disappointment. They have been a letdown. They deserve to go to the finals. They should have made the finals. Them just making the finals, I could see like, okay, let's do it. Let's try. But they haven't gotten out of the West yet. And injuries don't slow down as you get older. You don't get injured less the older you get. That's not how it works. Your knee doesn't stop feeling less pain the older you get. He has no cartilage left in his knee. If he keeps playing basketball at the same way that managing him and that handling him, he's going to have worse walking knee problems than NFL running backs in 30 years. He has no cartilage left in his knee. He cannot play basketball for 70. He can't even make all NBA anymore. He can't play 65 games. He can't. He plays how many games he played this season? He only averaged 23. Yeah, he stepped it up during the playoffs for 2 games. Paul George has already admitted I cannot be the number one option for a contending team to win. The piece that you have as a contending team to win cannot play. It's about availability. I don't care if he's the better player. He's not playing. I love Kawhi Leonard, but as a management standpoint, to say we're going to just hold on to what we got because I just want to keep competing. I just want to just try a little bit longer. It makes no sense to have a new arena coming, and say we're going to go in with this old mindset and not clean house. That's like taking dirty laundry to a new apartment. That's like taking dirty dishes to a new apartment. Get that shit the fuck out of here. It's over with. It's done, man. It's done. Clip it. It makes no sense. It doesn't make sense.
I would agree with you, honestly. But like you just said, what are you gonna get with a 30-some-year-old guy that barely plays? He's gonna you're gonna low management. You're gonna low manage him. So what could you possibly get? You're not going to get nothing equal back. We all know that. You're not going to say that's okay. Tyler Hero. You're not getting that back. We understand that part. But for them, it's like we've been competitive since Lob City. And then it's like if we trade Paul George and Kawhi, we're basically just not going to be relevant for who knows how long. And I'm just going off management. And like I said, I agree with everything you're saying. But I feel like for management, they're gonna say like, okay, yes, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George get hurt every damn
question.
Year. Go ahead. What is it?
Is it better, in a management standpoint, is it better to have a guy sitting out, not playing, or is it better to be able to trade this guy that's sitting out and getting something back for him? Is it better to get nothing from him, zeros, DNPs, or is it better to trade and get something for him that we can use? Which one is better, nothing or something?
I'm going to say something, but in the Clippers, like I said, they have been irrelevant since Lob City, basically. So of course, this is what we have. This is our attraction. Kawhi, and I get it. Yes. Kawhi Leonard sits. Paul George gets hurt. But these are our attractions. And if we bring in like some below players, it's like, how are we gonna bring? Like I said, I'm just going off of how management thinking. How are we gonna attract people with just below average players? We need stars. We're not as fancy as the Lakers, but we need stars.
Sure. We know with the new CBA, the way it's working, a lot of those, they're not getting superstars. They're not signing there. Superstars usually go places via free agent, which doesn't usually happen. We always guess wrong. We always think they're going to these big marquee markets. They never do. Then you got these tier 2 guys. The way the CBA is set up, a lot of those tier 2 guys can't go to those teams anymore because the NBA wants it to stay competitive across the boards. So now the question becomes, what is Kawhi Leonard truly worth? And we just seen this egregious trade with Rudy Gobert, what he wasn't worth. We can still try to say, we honestly, in the hindsight, looking back, we may be able to say that the Cavaliers underperformed due to what they traded for Donovan Mitchell. In the scheme of things, Kawhi Leonard worth we have to really look at like players like out there, like, man, is Kawhi Leonard worth maybe just 2 draft picks, 2 second round draft picks, a first round draft pick? If it's teams out there with Toronto, one and done. Hey, how much did Toronto give away for Kawhi?
They didn't give nothing for him. Technically, they really didn't give anything, honestly. They gave them Jakob Poeltl and DeMar DeRozan.
The franchise player.
Kawhi Leonard was better than DeMar, so it doesn't matter. He was better than him.
Even though you say that, you know what DeMar represented for Toronto and for the organization. You know what he represented. To let him go, to trade him, that was something. That was major. It wasn't nothing.
Toronto took the chance, though. They definitely took that chance.
Okay, so with my point, me saying that, is for you to just, if they gave up it's teams out there. If a Toronto 666.
Wait, real quick. Kawhi didn't want to be in San Antonio more.
Okay, yes. It was a team willing to give up somebody that the city loved, the ambassador, the biggest rap star loved. They loved DeMar. DeMar was big. We knew DeMar. And for a team out there to trade DeMar for somebody for a 1-year rental. Honestly, if they don't trade Kawhi, I think DeMar's still there. I wouldn't be surprised if DeMar was still there. There are teams out there. We may be saying, oh yeah, I don't think you get back. And honestly, I would just say you're going to say, I don't think you get back superstar level. But for me, I'm thinking in the lines of, there's a package out there. There's a team out there willing to deal some young guys and maybe some other picks or a vet. And maybe free up some cap space just for a rental of Kawhi Leonard, for a rental. Because wherever Kawhi goes, he's not going to be a Clipper. But where he goes, he's opting in to that. You know for sure you'll probably get him for a 1.5 year rental. It's somebody out there willing to do it. You got to
think about this, though. At that time, load management wasn't as big as it is now, though. So it's like, yeah, Kawhi Leonard he came off that injured, it was a quad, I think. Yeah, it was his quad with the Spurs. But we'll take the risk because we know Kawhi Leonard is better than DeMar DeRozan. Even though DeMar DeRozan at that time, you can say he was, what you want to call DeMar at that time with the Raptors? A star?
The bottom superstar. He was at the bottom of the superstar totem pole.
I ain't gonna say all that. But he was a really good player. I'll just say that. He was a really good player at that time. Like you said, he was the franchise. And they went and they was like, we're just gonna take the chance on Kawhi. We fast forward. Kawhi Leonard was what? Like in his early 20s at that time. Kawhi Leonard is 32 now. He's 32, 33, whatever it is. With super low management. And he has $40 million for the next 2 years plus. It's gonna be way different like type of packages. There might be somebody out there that will give them players, but I guarantee they probably won't give a star type player for a aging low management player like him. I don't think that. Maybe in the future there might be a team, but as of right now, I don't think nobody's gonna give up. Say like, do you think the Bulls? Let's say the Bulls. Do you think they would trade a DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine for Kawhi Leonard, even though Kawhi Leonard is better than them? I don't think they do it. I don't think they do it. So I just don't think as of right now. That's my opinion, though. That's just my opinion.
I think when it comes down to it with the Clippers, it's over with. I don't see a point of riding out with it anymore. I think the organization, we've seen it. I think you owe the fans. I think you owe the fans a breather. I think you owe the fans. They need to trust into the process of management that We can build. We can develop players. We can build through the draft. We can find somebody. We will find somebody
They can
else.
build through the draft with no draft picks.
They'll get them eventually. They got a second round pick.
Bro, what?
They got a second round pick.
Nah, bro.
They got a second round pick.
How often does that happen though?
It don't happen often. Jimmy was a second round pick.
Yes,
Nikola
Jimmy
Jokic was a second round pick.
Yes, and those are rare picks. Yes,
It's rare, but I think in the same light, it's a chance, bro. It's a chance. You can't disregard those players. You can't disregard them. It's a
build
chance.
your team off second rounders though.
He did. Look what they just did. They built their team off undrafted. They built it off undrafted in the second round.
They have star players. They have a
program.
They have like 4 first rounders though. But you're saying like if they get rid of Kawhi Leonard, like I think if they get rid of them, could they potentially get like depending on the team, they could get like say a mid first rounder. Okay, maybe, but they won't get no high first round pick. I don't think no weak team is.
Look, bro. You just harping on the details. All I'm saying to you is that like it's like we've seen what they can do together. This is the best form team they ever had. This is the best Clippers team they've had on paper. This is the best one. They even had John Wall starting this season, and they ended with Westbrook. Bro, if this was 2009 or 2011, we'd have been like, "What? The Clippers, not the Lakers." Bro, let's be serious, bro. It's over with, bro. It's over with. I don't think the fans don't deserve it.
That Lob City team gives them some go though. I wouldn't be shocked. That Lob City team gives them some go.
Bro. I think the fans deserve to see something else. Give it a break. Bro. Let them go. Come on, bro. Stop it, bro. That's an abusive relationship. Get out.